All right, hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing this evening? It's Saturday night. We're back. Should get the kit back on screen here. We're working on the HG Silver Bullets tonight. Continue with that. Hopefully, making some significant progress on the legs, and should be fun as always. Per usual, we are giving away something tonight. We got two kits up on tap for giveaway tonight. One of the new entry grade new Gundams that just came out. We just put them up on the restock Friday, as well as an HG Gundam Gremory. So two great options. So hopefully you're one of the lucky winners tonight. We'll be talking about that more in detail when we get closer to that. I'm going to jump into the chat and say hello to everybody. Before I do, though, I do want to mention that please hit that like button. And maybe even consider subscribing if you enjoy these streams. It definitely helps us out a little bit. And yeah, so let's jump into the chat and say hello to everybody. Why is that scrolling weird? What's up, Viper6? Oh, what's up, guys? I'm not going to be able to make the feed tonight. Y'all have fun. Well, I'm not sure if you're still here with us, Viper, but thank you. What's up, Dylan Dahl, Rob Rosencrantz, Matthew Mahoney, Sig Zeon, Kyle Dixon, Louis Panda Bomb, my channel, G115, what's up? Craig Holman, greeting from Phoenix, Arizona, where we hit 114 today. Wow, that's warm. Let's see. What's up, Depeche? Phoenix here too. The sun sucks. Yeah, I'm not going to complain about anything with the heat here. What's up, Daniel Lopez? Here we go again. Omi, what's up? Hey, yo, so what excuse do you guys tell your wife when these boxes keep getting delivered? It's a good question. We need to do an official Mecha Warehouse video with suggestions on that, I think, at some point. What's up, Aspen? Yahalo, took me 5 days to finish the MG Eclipse. Very likely my favorite build experience. Even did nub cleanup for once. 10 of 10. Glad you enjoyed it. Hey, Heathcliff, what's up? Thanacar Prime, what's going on? Kilo Delta. Up early. Hello, I actually love these hats. Nice, you got one of the new hats. It's good to hear. I need to snag one if there's still any left. What's up, Scuba Steve? Tim's Odds and Ends. Hey, Gojiro, what's up? Alright, I'm gonna get in the building now, because that's what I'm here for after all. She knows beforehand. That's a good strategy, actually. Okay, E14 and 13. What is everybody up to tonight? Are you guys building as well, or doing something else while you're watching the stream? I did a tiny bit of building earlier today, actually, and by building I really mean, well, I guess building's the right verb. I finally got like 95% of the Dom R35 I've been painted, and was able to got it all assembled today. I got to do panel lines and decals next, but I'm excited about how it's come out so far. AJ Punisher, what's up? Steve Hummel, Delta RG Crossbones, Sigzy painting the Zabungle kit. Cool. Which one? 5 hours of masking and I'm fading. That's a lot of masking. We got third party death scythe. Cool. Just got home from taking the boy to Jurassic Domination. How was it? I haven't seen any of the more recent Jurassic Park movies. Jurassic World or whatever it was. Lopez is painting some orcs, but watching the new season of Peaky Blinders. Interesting. Building the HG McGillis Grays, Meal Prep, and Mecha Warehouse stream. Nice. Decals on an HG Goof Custom. Nice. Start the Asthma Day. Cool. No build tonight, just hanging out. Cool, Aspen. Working on my MG heavy arms with some nice candy red. Oh, cool. Doing a candy coat. What's up, Buster? You need to tone down the orange, so I'll add some clear red to it. Interesting. Building an HG RX-75 gun tank, old school, cool, nice. What's up, J plus K? How's it going? Hey, Luis Silento, what's up? Everyone just gonna start the HG command quant. Nice. Just finished 8 V2 assault last night. Which IBO should I start right now? Which ones do you have, Danes? HG H1 normal. Cool, Steve. Assembled and weathering 4 HG Leos to battle HG Sandrock and Magadak diorama. Nice. I need to get on like painting and building some of these dioramas I want to do myself. I've got my Magadak core to do at some point, but I've got like a pair of Space Leos to go with Tall Geese 2 that I want to do something with, and got some other ideas as well. It's been almost a year since I first started building, so giving my first Get the HG wings some touch-ups. Nice. What do I have to do to get the red sticker? So right now, we don't have any red stickers left. We switched to having 2 colors available at a given time. We'll pretty much always have blue because that's the original like main color. And right now we've got purple, and you've got, you know, probably like a 75% chance on any given order of getting the purple. That's like our color that's going to fluctuate in whatever that other color is. So right now there's pretty much no way to get a red one short of maybe trading with somebody who already has one. We'll probably switch that purple out for another color in another month or 2 maybe, depending on how quickly the stock goes of what we've got. And we'll probably cycle in some of the original colors back in as well at some point. So open up the Gremory to get closer to the rest of the set. Nice. Recently finished the MG Shin Musha, and it was a joy to build. Shin Musha looks like a cool kit. Gillis Grays, Astro, Lupus Rex, Grimgird. I like the Grimgird design personally. I love it, but where to put it, that is always the question. I feel like Mecha Warehouse stickers are like the only ones that personally I don't have any problem just slapping places because I know I can get more whenever I want, but I feel like when I get stickers from other places in the past, other brands and stuff, I've been like very, I don't know, almost unwilling to actually put them into use anywhere. Also an interesting foot design. So Manny R, Dane's I'm thinking Grimgird. That's probably of that set the one I'd want to build. I haven't really watched IBO, I just like that design. But there's a lot of cool designs from that series. Put Mecha stickers on my kids, water bottles. Water bottle's a good place to put a sticker. E9 and 10. What's up, Gam? Many hours I picked up the Razor from Mecha Warehouse, and I'm simply shocked how good it is compared to normal class files. It's good to hear. What's up, Dense D? Red one looks so cool behind my kits in the wall. It'll definitely cycle through again. So have to keep an eye out, I guess. Feels like a wing light to me. I don't know if I've ever heard anybody say that. The HDD Origins Aqua 2 Red Comet version for 30 at local hobby shop seems steep. Is that usual price for that set? It seems a little high to me too, but I'm not sure off the top of my head. I feel like most HG, the Origins are like low to mid 20s depending on the complexity of the kit. I think you should use that instead of 3 sandpapers. I might. When do you think you'll get to the point where Bandai kits are available as pre-2019? I don't know exactly. I suspect 2023 or later with the new factory. Once that's fully up to speed, I imagine things get better for sure. But we are seeing a lot more stock coming out now, so if this current wave isn't just a buildup of stuff that was from a previous lull, then you might be on the way too. Is it Black Shinmusha P Bandai that you can get? Shinmusha Mark II is a regular release. I think there's a third Shinmusha design that's P Bandai, or was P Bandai. But I'll compliment merchant stickers on my accessory tackle boxes, but I don't have any free right now. Surprised Mecha Warehouse stocked the entry grade new without a pre-order option. We had a pre-order option. We posted the pre-order relatively recently. This is high because every other week they do. Yeah. Mecha Warehouse getting any MG Thunderbolt for a cop. The full armor, those arrive on Monday, so they'll be on the restock next week. Did I miss the giveaway? Been stuck at work? Not yet. Heavy Metal Goji, we haven't done any of the draws yet, but thank you for the sub. What's up, Artie? Sorry, I must have been sleeping. It's okay. I think the pre-order for the entry grade new was relatively late going up because our confirmations were so late compared to when they shipped. It didn't take long for them to actually ship after we got our confirmations. Got the silver coating Mando kit for $45 the other day, but I've regular kits are substantially overpriced to have the almost half off sale. Yeah, hoping my new disc bay cutting mat stops with its smell soon. That's interesting. I haven't noticed any sort of off-gassing with the few that I've played with. We got one at the warehouse, but I did have it kind of sit there for a while. Look, all my headache is killing me. That's a bummer. Headaches are the worst.
Light at the end of the slumber, life at the close of the sleep, facing the world with a hunger, clambering out of the deep. Blank slate, a trip to begin. Look to tomorrow. Clean plate, a fresh little wind. A road to follow into the wild, into the vast, into the beauty emerging at last, into the wild.
Mine is straw. Well, that's a bummer. Hopefully it does just stop soon. Aiming to finish my RG Goose tomorrow, Monday. Nice. What's left to do on it, Matthew? Barbatos was my last kit, and I loved it. Which version of the Barbatos, Liz, and which kit? I have two Leos, but one about the par, and then four. What's up, two hands? Union and Confined Peeps, what's up, Skyrider? Both all the Barbatos kits have built even with their shortcomings. Hit boosters and weapons. Oh, cool. I really enjoyed the RG Tall Geese I built. Okay, I need PC 9. Moments in 30 minutes, Sisters, Girls, and Bodies get restocked soon. Been wanting to try one of those for a while now. I think we got some on the way at some point. We definitely have a bunch on order. Might be finishing snap building my RG Zaka too soon. I'm going to get water slides in a few weeks for a nice Tim. Back at my MG Tynam as built tonight. Nice Skyrider. How far through that are you? Two hands. Just got back from spending 6 hours at the pool with the fam. Last chance to hang out all together before my vacation's over, and it's back to 50-hour work weeks. Definitely enjoy the vacation time while you got it. HD Saku in there for 30. Jeez. Both arms, chest, head, and LED in, working on the second leg, and then weapons, shield. Nice. These are some big feet. It was just the HD Barbatos. Cool. Would go all out with this. Paint it, photo etch parts, and metal stickers. Haven't done photo etch before, so interesting. That will be interesting. Should the water slides to the North American type be back in stock? It's hard to say. We've been dragging our feet, not necessarily intentionally, so maybe it's not really dragging our feet. Our decal restocks have been limited, mostly because of just bandwidth and energy on our side, and a new way of ordering that's allowing us to keep stuff in stock longer. We just aren't getting as much variety per order. First time in probably 4 years I've been able to take more than 3 days off. Nice. Okay. G6 and 7. Hey Nick, sorry this has been asked already. Will Mecha Warehouse be getting or offering pre-orders for the upcoming SNAA Hunting Falcon? It's the new Supernova team. So I've seen that kit announced recently. I need to look into it more. Most likely not, if only because we don't currently have a relationship with them, and I'm not sure if we will be able to get one in time to get pre-orders in. I'm going to look into it though. We haven't been dealing with them because it's basically Supernova, right? And a lot of Supernova stuff infringes on IP, so this is a unique design, I think, right? I don't know if anybody has seen if the Hunting Falcon is, if that's based on something that they're stealing IP on, or if it's something that they created themselves. But I don't know where all that stands. It's a new ordering system based on the runs Delphi is currently making. Not necessarily. So basically, we've historically, the way they do not pre-orders, but the way Delphi does ordering for wholesale is just a like an account on their website essentially, and they'd let you order with the wholesale pricing. The problem is getting the appropriate quantities of things is hard, because if you've ever been on their site, it's pretty easy to max out the quantity. It's not like they've got hundreds in stock on their website. Turns out they do have more than that, at least on certain items at times. So if we put in an order outside of that system, it lets them basically check to see if they got more. It takes them a little longer. To fulfill that order, because there's some manual stuff on their end, but that's how we're doing things now, or at least how we're trying to do things now. So that's why it took a while to get to yesterday's Delphi restock. It's been a little while. It's a unique design, but it's based on the cat frame. Makes sense. What they say about big feet, excellent ground stability. And something else too, I think. From the box art, it might be applicable here. You were looking at carrying anything from Zero Gravity, been trying to find the judge, not paying at least a 50% markup. I've thought about looking into it. I need to figure out how to get a hold of them and all that kind of stuff. I have a feeling the judge is going to stay at those ridiculous markups, though, because I heard a rumor. Maybe somebody else has more details, but I heard a rumor that the mold broke, and that's why they're just not making any more. Made it. What's up, Andrea? We're going to do this first draw for these 2 prizes momentarily. I should also mention too, while we're going here, that we are running a sale this weekend on Pokemon kits. Buy 2, get 1 45% off. It's automatically applied in the cart. If you happen to be on the market for some Pokemon kits, it might be a good chance to grab some good stuff. So you don't use an X-Acto, not usually, sometimes, but typically I just use the nippers and sand. Hey Nick, how many MG Virtue you got left? I'm trying to hold out to my birthday, but also don't want to miss a chance. We got a few. I wouldn't be surprised if they're out in the next week or two. There's maybe a few cases left, I think, with short of going on the website to check. I think we're definitely like under 20 maybe, if I had to guess. There are different types of silver bullet models. There's at least 2. I think there's a silver bullet and the silver bullet suppressor. And I guess the Dove and Wolf is a very similar design as well. Yeah, I just got done working on my pop-up camper. I'm excited for a build night. What's up, Weeks? Welcome. Hunter Falcon looks like a kit bash of seed. And HG built our kits, but no explicit IP design, just the trademarks, V-fin, samurai face, cockpit location. I want to get a silver bullet now. It looks neat. It's an interesting design. Reminds me, how do we get the birthday code if we're still running it? It's still available. There's a link on the checkout page to sign up. I think the link is actually also pinned somewhere in the Discord. I think someone pinned it this week actually. But if you can't find it, feel free to email support and we can get you a link to the sign up page. You'll have a Discord. Yes, there is a Mecha Warehouse Discord. We send out an invite link after your first purchase. It's a customer-only Discord. If you've made a purchase and didn't get the invite link for some reason, you can always email support at Mecha Warehouse, and we can look into it for you. Silver Bullet, really want the SB suppressor though. It's one of my HG Grail kits. Already signed up and used my code. Nice, Matthew. Silver Bullet recently, and it's based on Dove Wolf. Yeah, that's, I believe. I'm curious, why do you wear headphones? Are you listening to music or just notifications that people are messaging you? So I'm wearing it because all the audio that you guys hear, the music that's in the background, all that gets back to the headphones here. So I'm able to listen to this music that you guys are listening to, and I guess any notifications or anything else as well. without it going into the mic if I were playing it out loud. I think a lot of streamers often wear either earbuds or headphones for that reason. See the new third party keeping made. I would assume Supernova rebranded. Yeah, we were just talking about that a little while ago. 8 and 13, is that? RG High would be a good first RG kit. That's a good question. For those who've built it, is it a good first RG? I haven't built one myself yet, although I really want to. You picked up any of the new MGs you've gotten in stock? What have I grabbed? I think I haven't actually done it yet, but I need to grab a Dom or Rick Dom. I was planning on it and then apparently got sidetracked and never got around to it. Any progress on MW01 kit? So Blue 01, I've looked into it a little bit. The cost is not going to be cheap to design and build a kit, but it could happen. I just need to get past a few other higher priorities for the business. But we'll definitely look into it at some point. Is there an HG Dove and Wolf? I assume so. The RG High New is the first RG kit is going to set your standards super high. RG High New is so good. The color separation is great and it's fun. Great Foster. First build I would think. Titan. MK is a fun RG. It goes something like RG Exia for first kit, but the High New is amazing. Use your EW first RG so your expectations start low. Start with one or two of the older ones, so when you finally get the newer ones, you're pleasantly surprised. I feel like they're much better, possibly easier RG kits in the first RG kit than the High New. Well, there you go, you got some opinions now. Alright, so like I said earlier, we've got 2 prizes up for giveaway tonight. An entry grade new Gundam that just came out, and the HG Gundam Gremory. And so we're going to draw for both of those. If you've never done this before, you enter a number in the chat and answer a question. You need to have both the answer to the question and the number in the same message to be eligible to win. So let's put, I guess for our first one, since I just mentioned a little while ago the Pokemon sale that we're doing. Have you built any of the Pokemon kits? Have you built any of the Pokemon kits? And we're going to post a number between, let's do 1 and 700. So a number from 1 to 700. And have you built any Pokemon kits? Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses, and we'll draw in a little bit. Helped kids. Good answer. And I guess follow-up question for those that did, which one did you like it? I hadn't built one myself until yesterday when I ended up building one for some content that we put up on TikTok. Okay, G2, 8 and 9. So this side definitely doesn't matter because that's up inside the leg. And this side is down inside there. Okay, so I don't have to trim that one up. He was great, easy seam line removal. I'll do the magic card in my backlog. I want to make him shiny though. He was a little tricky. When you move to the new warehouse, how fast you want to complete the move and how much chaos do you expect? Obviously, I want to make the move as quickly as possible, both because we're out of space now and because I think we're going to have to shut things down for probably the week that we're doing the move. So if we're shut down, then that means we're not packing, shipping orders, taking in money, that kind of stuff. So we're going to want to be past that as quickly as we can. They should do Machamp as a figure eyes like they were doing with the Digimon. Yeah, it'd be cool. I was going to ask if you'd be shutting the site down during the move. I plan on it mostly because I can't control, product being damaged during the move or whatever as we're shipping it, essentially moving it from one place to the next. And so if someone purchases it on the website and we find it gets damaged during the move, there's the potential for a lot of customer service emails that go out to tell people that we lost or damaged their product while we were moving. So I really want to avoid that. And we're going to be so behind after the move if we were still taking orders all week but couldn't ship it. When is the move scheduled for? We don't have a scheduled date yet. The lease has not been signed yet, so that's going to be a major factor. The lease, or at least as we've drafted, would be for a January 1st occupation, so that means the move would probably be early January. Early July. Did I say January? July 1st, so early July. How far away is the potential new location from the current warehouse? It's like 15 minutes away. I'll call time. Have you figured out how to move everything? Are you going to load it all in pallets or just stick it on U-Haul and hope for the best? We're probably going to U-Haul it and do multiple U-Hauls runs, but I need to look into whether it makes more sense to just like rent a huge ass trailer and try to load the whole trailer up at once. Move to a new warehouse. Are you considering 20-25% off sale, reduce the amount of inventory you need to move? Would save on labor, time to restock, relocation costs of existing inventory. It would not save us anything, honestly, because right now we cannot keep up with packing orders in our current space. So we would be unable to pack orders fast enough, especially at a percentage like that. Number two, at a 20% discount, we are not making money. Like, we're just giving away stuff when you start factoring in the actual cost of shipping and the size of orders that would happen there. So we're going to move stuff and we're just going to catch it up at the new place. And only a bit over a year when you move to your current warehouse. We're going to have been in the warehouse for 2 years at the end of August. So we're not going to be able to run a moving sale. We might run some clearance sales on certain items, like we're doing the Pokemon sale this weekend because we've got a bunch of Pokemon stuff. But unfortunately, we can't run a big sale because we would never catch up. it would add weeks to how long we're in the current warehouse just to pack all those orders. Okay, so let's do this draw. 2 numbers. First one for the entry grade new, number 441. And for the Gremory, 353. So 441, 353. Let me know. Let me know if anyone's got a winning number, and I will confirm. I thought margins markups would be higher. Yeah, margins are not that high. I mean, I think a lot of retail stuff is fairly similar. I'm not sure what other stuff is, but the 20% kills a good amount of our margin, and especially when you factor in that the $9.99 flat rate shipping does not actually cover our cost of shipping. If we send a large box to California, we're often spending $20 plus to ship that box. So it's not like whatever we get for the kit is the whole margin. When the warehouse was a lot easier when you weren't so big. Yeah, but we also have a lot more help. Nick, what town is the new warehouse in? It's in Concord. Assuming the lease negotiation goes well. We haven't negotiated it yet. For all I know, we get the draft lease on Monday or something, and it's completely messed up. But the space that I believe is going to become the new space is in Concord. So Michael Foster, how much does it cost you to ship to Rhode Island? Not as much. It always depends on the size of the package is the biggest factor, not the weight. But shipping like a Sotheby to California costs $25, I think, for example. There's a Mecha Warehouse update video that explains the price difference in margins, wholesale, lack of discount, switch to flat rate. Yeah, it's got a lot of information too. It's not too bad. Please don't move far. We try not to go too far. Concord's not ideal for me because of the extra drive time for me and for some of the rest of the team as well. But the space is good and ready to go. Really good that your business grew that much in the past almost 2 years. Yeah, it's been crazy how fast things have been growing. And I'm hoping and suspect in the next couple of years will result in some rapid growth as well. I think we're starting to see for the first time that our growth being limited by our growth isn't limited by inventory like it has been since we're getting a lot of these restocks in. These larger restocks finally. So that's good. So the next step will be upping our marketing game to the next level and just making everything else work. I still do mass. I come and help pack orders over the weekends for some employee discount. The amount of training it takes to get somebody like good to go on packing means it's not like, hey, I'll just come up on a weekend. Like it's definitely not something that we show somebody and then just say, hey, okay, now pack orders, you're good. It takes a bit. I just ordered a Sotheby from you all. I couldn't believe how big the shipping box was, and I saw how big the actual kit was. Marketing time to run Facebook ads again. We run Facebook ads constantly. But North4 is all with all your boxes. Nick, team building exercise. Good companies don't like training people these days. Hey, how's it going, Nick? Good to see you. I've been busy and finally had time to enjoy the stream. Welcome back, dude. Good training makes good employees. Yeah, it definitely takes a while. We've kind of our current methodology is having the new guys come in and just pick orders for several weeks so they get comfortable with how to read the SKUs and make sure they got the right items and all that stuff, because that's a very complicated thing, especially now. It's definitely worse than a couple years ago with all the additional products and things in the catalog now. So that's like the first step, and then after someone's been picking successfully for like a month, then we switch people over to starting to pack a little bit. I stopped using Facebook pretty much right after the original ads. I never knew if you ran any others. Yeah, we run 2 or 3 ads a week. Give you videos and Facebook posts. People ask in some of the groups, I tell them about Mecha Warehouse. Thanks, Matthew. Nick, is there a way to add more items if an order has already been placed but not shipped? Sure, send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com. Ideally, put that order number right in there so we can hold it if it was close to being shipped. And I can't say that I'll look at it, today or anything, but Patrick, at the very least, will look at that message Monday morning and make sure it's all squared away, add the items, invoice you for the difference, that kind of stuff. So at my local shop for Gunpla Swap Meet, less than 3 Mecha Warehouse stickers on the toolkits people brought to build while dealing. Nice. Once you move, hopefully you'll be able to expand the lines you carry as well as books, magazines. We're going to have so much more space that I intend to add a lot of product lines. We've actually been strategizing a little bit about how we're going to manage the manpower required just to do things like adding the product listings and doing the buying required to add all that new stuff. It's not going to happen overnight by any means, but it's definitely going to be a priority once we get to the new space. Wish my hours were different. I would love to join the Mecha Warehouse team. The winning numbers. The winning numbers were 441 and 353. Last order was packed by Fox, not the usual Dylan. Fox, new employee, is one of the call him third wave. If Dylan was with wave 1 and Orion was wave 2, then Fox is actually Chad, one of the wave 3. Speaking of good employees, my girlfriend thought Fox's interest in Torpil and Patrick was great. The new Mecha Warehouse sticker, purple Mecha Warehouse sticker is awesome. Thanks, Michael. Some Mecha Warehouse stickers on runners at the park. They feel like running billboard. And they're going to swamp your warehouse with a deluge of sought-after reprints. I think so. I think we're going to get a lot of stuff in. We're going to need all that space. But we should have plenty of space for a good long while with this move. TP video is what really got me to Mecha Warehouse. That ad worked well. I noticed random dudes slapping them. Purple stickers. Yeah, already we got some purple stickers now. I wish I had one here. The basic color sticker you're missing is yellow. We'll do a yellow one at some point. It could be an MGXia and or 00 soon. Probably. I could look it up, but I want to be able to try to keep building here. Does this share runners with the Dovenwolf HD kit? I assume so, but I'm not sure. Maybe somebody else knows who's built them both. Need a bigger sticker for my car. As a West Coast customer, is there anything we can do to help with some of the more expensive shipping? It's a good question. Gold stickers. We could do a gold. I'd love to do a hollow someday. That's a good question. Trying to think if there's a good answer for that. What's up, El Tyson? Hey, WebC. Hey, guys, I'm feeling good. D16 and 17. The marketing plan is slapping Mecha Warehouse stickers right before the #1 drive-through windows at McDonald's. You never clean out there. It'll be months before they're removed. think you underestimate the number of people that go to McDonald's that build. Like, there might be a correlation there, but I have a feeling that it might not work. Think you're a fan of Bleach, and if so, what do you think of them finishing the anime? I've never actually seen Bleach, other than maybe like catching a minute of it while flipping through the channels back in like the Toonami days or something. But I've never seen it, so I don't have much of an opinion. Guys, stop vandalizing the Mecha Warehouse stickers. Give him bad PR. Hey Nick, was just at the wedding I was at. How's everyone doing? Good, or Fig? Hope the wedding was good. With the age enemy kits, is that you know what they're going to give you, or they ask for you ask for certain kits? They give us a list of what they're thinking about reprinting. We order the quantities we want of each one, and then they decide what to print and how many to give us. So we're basically limited by what they decide to print. So, you know, we obviously will order them if they plan on printing them, and I just don't know when or which ones. You thought of setting up a packing station in your storage unit during the move to be able to sell some items. There's no internet access, which is a major factor. And the storage unit's not big enough to do any of that kind of stuff at right now. We're just going to try to slam through the move pretty fast. Of course, colors are there for stickers. I got a row of 5 on my paint shelf. Currently, there's 5 colors for the regular stickers: blue, orange, green, red, and now purple. And then we'll probably cycle the purple out for a new color in the next month or two. Or maybe we'll cycle back to one of the OG colors instead of purple, and then cycle to a new color. Getting married in 4-ish months. Doped / nervous. Nice. Grow marketing a Hobby Lobby. Want more than 5 of the same kit. Mecha Warehouse stickers. You know, the Mecha Warehouse family eat at Taco Bell, not McDonald's. I need to place an order and hope for the purple sticker, I guess. Odds are pretty good if it's not your first order. If it's your first order, you're likely to get blue. But after that, there's a pretty higher chance of purple than blue. If you're one of those people that places several orders a month, you'll probably end up with several purple stickers. Thank you. So Kashatri was a stroke of luck when I asked about it. Yeah, they print that one fairly regularly, I think. Nobody said I'm sober. My wife is driving and it's 3 hours back home. Nice. Any ideas for a new Nick sticker? Not really. Maybe we'll do something at some point. New sanding sponges. We'll probably need a draw soon here. You plan your next build after the Silver Bullet. So the next project for sure after the Silver Bullet, I think, is going to be decals on the master grade wing I've got. I'm trying to finish some of my builds rather than just continuing new ones to go into the in progress. And then I'm not sure what after that. Glow in the dark sticker would be cool. That would be cool. Play video games together. Watch plenty of anime. She even tried doing an SD Unicorn kit. She's amazing. We're so similar. It's great. That's awesome. It's the snack tonight. No snack tonight. Plan on hitting up some sort of ice cream novelty after the stream, though, I think. You know, she's starting a farm at her new house. So that's cool, too. Kits beside the high new kits come with blue beam effects. Good question. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody in the chat knows. Maybe I missed an hour because my dang clock reset earlier during a blackout. Did I miss anything fun? Nothing crazy other than the 77-way coin flip. How many HDs would a char pick if a char could pick an HD kit? Got the purple sticker on my first order since the Switch. Already on the billboard. Nice. Ice cream, my favorite Ben & Jerry's flavor. I don't know if I have a particular Ben & Jerry's flavor I prefer. I did go to the tour at their factory up in Vermont, though. It's kind of cool to see. Nick, I had to step away. I'm not sure if you answered already. I apologize if you did, but HM, Liger Zero Panzer, or Jaeger coming in. I don't think we have any of those on order now, but if they get printed again, we'll definitely be ordering them. Do you top coat your kits? If you do you prefer a certain finish, matte, semi-gloss, gloss? I'm definitely a matte person. Okay. All right, let's do our next next draw. Let's see, what should our number range be this time? Let's reduce it a bit. Okay, so number between 1 and 450, and actually, since we're talking about ice cream, what's your favorite ice cream flavor? So favorite ice cream flavor doesn't have to be Ben & Jerry's, just favorite ice cream flavor, period, with a number between 1 and 450, and we'll draw in a bit. Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses, and you need to have an answer to the question as well as a number to be eligible to win. I don't know if it's just everybody likes ice cream or if there's more people in the chat, because it seemed like there was a lot of messages there. Now I kind of want to go out for ice cream. Not a huge ice cream person, so when I date it, we go to this creamery by my house that makes their own ice cream. It's the best. It's definitely, like, there's definitely something different, I think, most of the time about getting ice cream from like an ice cream parlor versus the ice cream that you buy at the supermarket. Maybe it's just because we tend to buy the store brand or whatever most of the time. Should be getting the RG God Gundam expansion pack. I don't think that's a regular release. Isn't that like a P Bandai or something? Does anyone know? I haven't seen it at least. This place near my great-grandma and great-aunt used to live, called Clown Con. The place was a wonderful treat. The owner, R.I.P., was big at make sure kids got good-sized scoops. Nice. Peeps, yeah, this sounds like it. That's true. Ice cream straight from machine is way better than shelled ice cream. Yeah, in that case, Davian, we won't, because we don't carry any P Bandai stuff. If you can get it from USP Bandai, you should get it from USP Bandai, because that's going to give you the best price. We don't carry that stuff because it means we bought it and contributed to the shortages of that stuff, since they don't sell us a separate stock. We've got an ice cream place here in town. Isn't it just P Bandai Japan? Nope, there's a USP Bandai. If you Google it, it's relatively recent. It's only in the last year and a half, maybe 2 years, something like that. I forget when it started, but there's a USP Bandai option. I don't think they always carry everything that they carry in Japan, but it's definitely most stuff. And that's the best deal for getting P Bandai stuff. They were friendlies by us, and I was like the Reese's Pieces Sundae cup thing. My friends is gone and is now Petco. Can't get any ice cream there. Isn't it just P Bandai Japan? Oh, maybe. It's possible. There have been things that are Japan exclusives or Japan P Bandai that have been regular releases here. And I think vice versa. So it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. If it is going to be regular release here, I haven't seen an order form for it yet, but that doesn't necessarily mean much because I haven't seen order forms on a lot of things. It just takes forever to get the next solicitation or whatever. Did you carry the Digimon Figure Eyes kit? So you'll be getting the Alphamon kit. I think the Alphamon pre-order is up on the site. I could be wrong. So this little bullet myself just a few weeks ago. Too many stickers for a 2015 print. There does seem like a lot of stickers, but I plan on painting it myself. Okay, calling time. I gotta draw these winners. The thing is that the P Bandai releases can sometimes get listed in Japan before they get listed here, so it's hard to know sometimes. Okay, so for the entry grade new, 263. And for the Gremory, 122. If you guys want to check if we have a winner, let me know and I will confirm. The Kai is worse with stickers and is a bit of a hand grenade. Looks awesome though when done. I have all MG00 kits in my backlog. I can't decide if my next build will be the MG Dynamis or the ZA Berserk Fury. Tough choices. Or at what point do you give in and buy a kit at scalper price? Speaking for the Kshatriya in particular, we have Kshatriyas coming to patch. They're going to come around. So unless you need one now, they will come back around. The Kshatriya gets reprinted multiple times a year, and I know for us at least, our orders are finally getting bigger. I might even be able to look that one up because Kshatriya is a important one for a lot of people. If you can't get one at a good price, I don't think it's worth buying at a marked up price. Oh, so I think we ordered a bunch on the latest order form. We haven't gotten confirmations yet, so it'll be Q3. So I don't know how many we're getting yet, but we ordered a ton, if I remember correctly. Absolute ton. Like this. What kit are you building? I missed when you started the new one. It's the high grade silver bullet. Okay, G12 and G3 now. I got Kshatriya from Wish as a birthday gift and it was awful. Okay, so what did I say? G3 and 12. So those are my threes. So what's the numbers? The numbers drawn for the second round were 263 and 122. I don't know that I saw anybody say that. Yeah, okay, no winners. It doesn't look like everybody was a winner. Sweat combat scalping is not back from scalpers. Very true. Displaced by Gunpla my big town. Charges scalper prices, then it's not the best place to buy Gunpla in your town. If a local hobby shop has scalper prices. I think my opinion is like local shops are important. They're valuable. I think people should consider supporting your local shops when possible, but I don't think there is any excuse to charge ridiculous markups on stuff, even if it's retail. Like, figure out your business model to make it so you can charge reasonable prices. Right, but they have the best selection. The reason they've got a good selection is because no one's buying their stuff, though. Or very choosy about buying their stuff. Like, it kind of makes sense if you can't get inventory to mark it way up, but and try to get more from it, but I don't think it's reasonable to continue that way and not just like figure out your stuff. Shop the Mall of America charges almost 300% MSRP. It's crazy. Local shop doesn't get kits too often, but the prices are reasonable for a tiny place. You have a couple other reliable sites for specific items and just wait on my packages now. It's definitely like for the majority of us, or at least those who are deep in the hobby, we're throwing the stuff in our backlog anyway, so it's not like you need that kit instantaneously. It makes more sense to buy it at a reasonable price and wait for it, unless you absolutely need it for some reason. So an MG Virtue at the local shop, I went to outside Philly last month, and they want 130 for it, same price for the Penelope. Holy crap. a ridiculous markup, but they charge what I paid to have one shipped from across the country. Like, it almost makes sense to add the shipping cost to it because you can have it now versus paying for it online, but really their expenses should be lower. If our prices are better, we have to also eat some of that shipping on larger orders. So business-wise, we should be the ones charging higher prices by right just to cover our costs. That's my opinion, I guess, but local hobby town is fair at their prices. There's another shop that is also pretty close, but they charge a markup of 10 to 20 on all their kits. Who's paying $76 for MG DSIDW? Someone who doesn't know, I guess. I buy from Mecha Warehouse whenever I can. So I still hasn't shipped my Dom Rick Down pre-orders for January, despite Mecha Warehouse having them for weeks now. Should have bought from them. Guess so. Is there a discount code for stream tonight? Zach, no. We had to discontinue our discount codes. If you look back a couple weeks, I think, on the weekly update, I talk about it at length. Basically, our volume discount went away, and rather than increase our base prices, we decided the best option was to do away with our regular kind of discount codes and only run discount codes for sales and stuff like that. NV Virtue here was 95 retail, which isn't bad, but I think you get it slightly negative because of the sales tax. Yeah, I think our Virtue is under 90, and then you add shipping. So shipped ours might be a little bit higher, but sales tax, I can see that winning. We need to grab Virtue before they disappear. Yeah, I think we have more on order, but I'm going to order regardless. Thanks, Zach. $50 gift to go for you, so otherwise I would have ordered from Mecha Warehouse. Yeah, you have to update everybody that where to get their gift certificates from. If you ever had orders from Bluefin Bamco get canceled after you get confirmations? Very, very rarely. Sometimes it's more like a quantity limit. We had a case one time where we had something that we had ordered where they shipped us far less than we expected, probably because we were at the lowest end of the priority on that particular order because of the quantity we asked for. And we only got fulfilled a small percentage of what we asked for. Thankfully, it covered all of our pre-orders at least. Patience is a virtue, just saying. Anywhere to when Metal Gear Rex is coming in? I'm assuming soon, because I think it showed up in some other shops recently. I don't think I've seen it shipping out to us yet, but the shops that have it might be getting from Kodo directly instead of a intermediary like we do. So fingers crossed we will see that in the next few weeks maybe. Boss mark fragile on my box. My UPS usually damages my packages. So we've found, I've done some research on the fragile thing. Fragile for most shipping carriers doesn't mean anything. It doesn't change anything in how they're instructed to handle the packages. So like, I think statistically someone did a study on it and they found that it only like improves things by like 5% or something, like very insignificantly, and it's like within the margin of error, I think. I'd have to go back and dig out the study to know for sure. But like UPS is instructed to place the boxes on the ground. They're not ever supposed to drop it. It's supposed to be surface to surface, for example, and it's quite clear that they don't based on some of the things that we see. And I think it depends. I feel like we get more damage during the warmer months, generally speaking, probably because the drivers are stuck in those hot box trucks all day. I mean, if you had a note, we can try. Whoever packs it might be able to write it in marker on the side or something. I don't think it will actually impact anything. Thunderbolt artifact kit from Mecha Warehouse. When I opened it, it was clear green. Apparently, I'm blessed with an ultra rare. FedEx before, yeah, they don't care. Side note, Nick, you guys are amazing. Place an order, shipping label created less than 3 hours later. The package was shipped later that day. You guys rock. We try. It's been hard to get things out as fast as we usually do lately, especially on like Fridays. If the order is later in the day, sometimes it takes until like Tuesday to get it shipped. That should improve at the new warehouse. A couple of reprints are due for last February and then coming that never arrived in the website. They haven't arrived yet. I mean, last month we received stuff that was due in June 2021. So some things get delayed tremendously. Some things show up very fast. So a February item that hasn't shown up yet isn't necessarily not coming. It's just hasn't arrived yet. There's plenty of January, February stuff that hasn't shipped yet, as far as I'm aware. Okay. PC 11. A lot of polycaps. Installed a ring and plan making a huge cardboard sign that reads "You're on camera and reporting through my package towards the door." Sent to a UPS warehouse to clean once for my job, and you'd be surprised at how much oil the delivery trucks leak. That's not cool. Gen stuff they never printed, and salt they didn't reprint G-Cell perfect pack. But didn't know that. Looking forward to a delayed W on the HD Akui from 2021. Okay. But if they give us a confirmation for it, pretty off, usually it comes through, so. Eventually. So post suppressor is kind of shitty. Less stickers though. Your truck's leaking is a surprise. Post office has been using those death traps they call delivery vehicles for like 50 years now. Okay, G11 and A8. Got one Mecha Warehouse package per week for the last 10 weeks. So my local driver asked me about it on Thursday. I told him it's my robot addiction. Nice, thank you. That's a very consistent habit there. So would you like to see as the next MG? I'd like to see an MG Age FX. I'd love to see an MG Leo, I think would be my first pick. FX is just the worst, and our initial UPS, one of the reasons Mecha Warehouse rocks. I think we're one of the few that uses UPS. FedEx must have slightly better rates, I think, for bulk packages. So I'd like to know what models are in the giveaway, please. Entry grade New Gundam and high grade Gremory. Repeat the VFin to command quant and break it. When only replaced the USAG was shipped to FedEx and rifle of water that took care of it, but it took them 3 weeks. Never again. Jeez. It's a kit you're looking forward to building. I don't know all of them. I think I really want to build my 30-minute missions with sub machine, whatever it's called. I feel like 4 of them I want to build. Is FedEx cheaper? I always thought it was more expensive. I think they're cheaper, at least for larger packages. Like a lot of my suppliers will use FedEx as well, and I think it comes down to it must be more economical for the larger, lighter boxes or something. Just got done with an emergency sync repair run, and now I'm going to try and paint a destroyed monster from across. How's the stream going? Good, so glad you could join us. Anyone think on the order forms? Any one thing on the order forms caught your attention? I think probably, but I probably forgot about it already. I want to say something jumped out at me and I got excited about it, but I forget what that one was. Talk too much trash and fix though. They're the ones that deal with P-Band die. You could likely knock all of them out in one stream. I feel like I'm missing context on that one. Let's one more idea with Thunderbolt MGs. Thunderbolt MGs would be cool. I think there's some cool designs there that haven't been done yet. You built any of the Kyokai Senki kits yet? They're quickly becoming my favorite line. I haven't. They do look cool though. There was one that I was interested in, the 30-minute submachine kit. Oh yes, gotcha. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty quick to do. I have a little diorama idea for the 4 of them. MG Nobel, that would do really well. Credits are like basically already with 10 now. I think it's safe to say that I'm not finishing this build this week. What build is this? Michael, I'm working on the high-grade silver bullet. Alright. We get the full mechanics Kembuzan. We got some coming, I believe. Or at least we put some on order. Alright, I think it's time for another draw. Alright, so let's do a number from 1 to 150, and I want you to answer the question this time. Have you built any of the entry grade kits yet? Since we're giving away an entry grade tonight, I'm just curious if you've built an entry grade yet. So 1 to 150, have you built an entry grade? Remember, you need to answer both questions in the same message. One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses, and we'll draw in a little bit. There's a fantasy Gundam kit you wish they would make. I choose an MG or PG Nobel. It's one of my favorite, very special. Place my heart in the Bell kit. When I stumbled onto when I was homeless. Oh, that's cool. What is the range in question? Tim, the range is 1 to 150, and the question is, have you built an entry grade yet? Yes, and now I built a Common Rider one, but not a Gundam one. Interesting. What was the question? Have you built an entry grade yet, M-Dub? Weeks to save enough to change to buy a kit. I made the build last until I exited into a vet housing op. Number and favorite Gundam. No, Billy, it said number and have you built an entry grade yet? Some people are just specifying which entries they've built, it looks like. I'll be drawing in a moment here. In and out of the stream, unfortunately. No worries. pitch of the number pulled to 78. That would make things tough. Okay, then PC9. So I'll do this. Finish this step up here, and then I will draw the winning numbers. Control F is a godsend though. Definitely helps. Okay, so to the giveaway. If you can get an entry in before I call time, which I'm about to do in a moment here. I'm going to take my time, grab my phone, get ready for draw the number. Call the number over from what the max number is. Can you hear the question with all the trash music and screaming coming from my crap neighbors right behind my house? Well, if it's out of the range, it's invalid. It's the same thing. If you can get an entry in before I draw here. Any new MGs coming in soon? I don't know about new ones, but the full armor unicorn, or full armor thunderbolt, and I am like, my brain is slipping tonight. I think I'm tired. Late night last night. Okay, calling time in 3, 2, 1. Time has been called. Okay, so first one for the entry grade new, number 71. And for the Gremory, let's get follow rules, thanks though. No worries. And it's for the Gremory number 89. So 71, 89. Let me know if we've got any winners and I'll confirm. And if any are not won, we will do another draw at the end of the stream. Lead Homer and Mark D 71. All right, Billy Ulmer and Mark D. And we get to do a coin toss. So Billy Ulmer and Mark D, let me know if you want heads or tails. Whichever one I see calling it first will get the call, and then I will toss the sucker and we will see who wins. And it looks like Billy calls heads first. Mark D tried to call heads right afterwards, but at least in my chat, Billy's showed up first, so Billy will get heads. Mark will get tails. I'm going to flip it, catch it, flip it on the back of my hand. If I drop it, I'll reflip. And here we go. The flip is good. Okay. Looks like we got heads that time. So congrats, Billy. Sorry, Mark D. So Billy, you can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com with your info, and we'll send that kit out this week. Okay, G16. These giant verniers. Waiting for a Goof 2.0 reprint supposed to happen this summer, I've heard. Yeah, I think we've got some either on order or confirmed. Aspen. It basically sums up my my thoughts exactly on Artie's comment. The acronym expansion. Artie's part of the warehouse now. That's funny. Okay, so these go in here, and then we need that poly cap. PC8. Like these legs have a ton of poly caps. Okay. Okay, now G10. He's more runner than man now. Mentioned polycaps, and I just realized the moon I'm working on has none. Oh, really? Build snap builder kit bash. I haven't bashed one yet. Mostly snapped line and coated, but a couple more involved. The detail paint or weathering. Personally, I've been enjoying painting builds a lot. At least in between the frustration. whatever airbrush troubles I'm dealing with, but it has no polycaps. That's insane. What airbrush do you use? I have a Nawada HP CS. Future of HD is polycap free. Master is no poly either. That's cool. I haven't really had much issue with polycaps until the one I'm painting now, the Dom R35. The shoulder polycaps don't seem all that tight, and I'm not sure why. I don't remember it being an issue before I painted, but they seem to be, the shoulders are kind of sacking. I gotta build up the shoulder balls or whatever. Gino Ballon lack polycaps fitting is too loose for too much movement, but it does okay. Trouble with the polycaps connecting torso to waist. Interesting. I never had an issue with those, just the shoulder ones apparently. And those have been fine on like every other build I've done. I like the look of Moon, but I've seen the Moon clear kit that was panel line that looked amazing. Oh, that's cool. I'm not usually a fan of clear kits, but that sounds like it might be a interesting look. It said one of the coolest clear kits I ever saw. Someone took a clear kit when I went to Granite Con, the IPMS show here in New Hampshire. When we went to that, the one of the builders had a clear kit, I think it was a Zaku, that he painted half of, and it looked amazing. And what sanding sponge grit are you using now? I've been bouncing between 400 and 600. I plan on painting this one, so I'm not super worried about the higher grits and trying to make things super smooth or anything. Just trying to get the nubs to disappear. That one clears when it comes to Trans Am Exit double O's. Some of those might be kind of cool. So this goes on like so. pick me up one of those clear figures of Charizard 2 from the Hobby Lobby and panel line with red and black Sharpie. Nice. Do you think you will put a video or do a stream when you paint? Maybe a how-to video. I'd like to do some tutorials on painting at some point. We might be able to set up a setup to do that at the warehouse and kind of film it. Stream is hard because of the noise of especially the airbrush booth and the timing with the kid's bedroom and the next room over, trying to sleep and stuff. Okay. Where are we at here? Is this the Mass Effect 3 OST? No. Okay, let's do these A7s. If we're going to do any sort of event when you open a new space. Yes, we're going to definitely do some sort of open house after we move to the new space. Hopefully relatively soon after, too. We just need to be able to get settled into the new space. Probably like the event we did last summer, I think. Something along those lines. Do some warehouse tours and the like too. It'll be interesting and definitely a bit different. We're actually anticipating too in the new warehouse we might discontinue letting people come in to kind of shop the warehouse, so to speak. Thank you for the sub, RG Noir. Just because the space being so much larger, it's going to be harder to keep track of people and keep people safe with equipment around and that kind of stuff, and I'm not sure. I have to kind of get a feel for it when we get in there, but it's going to be a lot harder for someone to just walk into the warehouse and such with the way it's going to be set up. So we'll have to evaluate that when we get there too. Okay, so let's post this next draw up because we're getting close to the end of the stream here. We got one prize left at HG Gundam Gremory. So last draw, let's do a number from 1 to 50. And since it's our last kit, it's an IBO kit, what's your favorite IBO mobile suit or kit? Could be either, mobile suit or kit. So number from 1 to 50, favorite IBO design. Remember, one number per person. You need an answer to the question and the number in the same post. Do not delete or change your number, and we only ship to US addresses. We had an issue with the plastic in the RG Wing EW. Part of the foot just broke while I was cutting it off the runner. Just wondering if I need to look out for this with the whole kit. I haven't heard of that, but I don't know. The guy that owned Gundam store more did the same thing. He did do a thing where you could schedule to come in ahead of time and he'd walk you through and let you buy. It worked out well. Yeah, like we might be able to do like what do you call it? Chaperoned kind of visits into the warehouse and stuff, but it might have to be scheduled or only certain hours or something like that. Just because it's difficult even now in the warehouse because of how tight things are. If somebody comes in, there's just not a lot of space to get in there and work. It makes it harder to be efficient with people walking around. You're trying to go around and pick items. And then the other problem that we have is, or have had, is occasionally someone comes in and they might grab something and move it, and they don't really understand the whole idea that it's a warehouse and not a retail thing. And so, like, if you've ever been to a retail store, people will move stuff around. They don't necessarily respect where things are supposed to be in the warehouse or on the shelves of the store, so to speak. And it's not necessarily because they're trying to not, but it just kind of happens. And those kind of things can cause serious headaches and cause us to lose a lot of time if the last one of an item got grabbed and moved to some random spot of the warehouse. And it will only be magnified with the amount of space that we're adding. It's a lot harder to hide something in 1,500 square feet than, say, 7,000. Setting up a catalog at the front entrance and let people go through that to select what they're looking for, then the staff can retrieve it. I mean, that's basically the website and the local pickup, so you can always show up, browse the website, and purchase something. If there's a kit that someone wanted when they came in, or a tool or anything like that, and they're like, hey, I'd really like to look at the packaging on this thing, we'd have no problem with somebody saying, hey, could you grab this for me so I can take a look at it. Those kinds of things will be totally cool as well. It's just the unassisted, unchaperoned walk through the warehouse where I'm slightly concerned that could cause headaches as we grow. So that might be the right point to cut that off. I'd like to eventually be able to set up like an actual like retail storefront, whether it's in the warehouse or out of the warehouse or something. But it'll be a little while before we're ready to do that, I think. Sweet nippers are my go-tos. Absolutely amazing nippers, definitely good. Oh, sorry, that's in response to RG Noir. Do you have a recommendation for a cheap single-edged nipper? Mine are always a decade old. They're just about fried. I can't drop my $50 in a set of God hands right now. The Display 3.0s are great. Many people like them better than the God hands, and at the very least, they're very comparable to God hands. And they're in like the 30-ish range, I want to say. And from the limited use I've had on them myself, I've got a pair at the warehouse I use for a few things, and they're pretty good. There's more than 3 new IBO kits, so it might change. Nice. Sharpen old nippers, fine grit sandpaper. I don't think sandpaper would necessarily work. I think it'd be similar to sharpening a knife, I think, but I've never sharpened knives either. Use a knife hunter for mine. Yeah, something like that would probably work. I just don't want to say, yeah, it'll definitely work, and then have somebody screw up their nippers. I would definitely like research it. Display 3.0 nippers, I paid $40 at my local shop. I think we still have them in stock. We got some in a couple weeks ago. Seems like display restocks are few and far between right now. Although I think our next display shipment might be going out the door at display in the near future, so that's good news. Grab one of those display glass files too, so now might be the time. The foil works well for sharpening nippers. Has anyone actually tried it? I'm hoping I didn't like start that rumor somehow, because I've never tried it. I know scissors, I think it works. I'm not sure if it'd work on nippers or not, but it would be an interesting option. Buffer to clean my blades, stone my knives, and finish with the leather. Did it work for you, two hands? Did you ever have the wing theme glass files for sale? I've not. Also found a thread on Reddit from a few years ago. Okay. Like anything, I'm sure it's kind of try at your own risk. I don't know how you would really test the result. Kind of hard to measure sharpness on a nipper. Seems to work marginally. Sharpen nippers with mayo. No, it's only, you can sharpen your decals with mayo. So this is where I'm going to get into trouble. I've done one piece for both sides for step, was it 21 here, and I've got 3 more pieces per side to do. Hopefully I will remember to do those. A really small piece of manual over the edge. Foil will flatten the nipper. Leather to clean up the nipper edge works, but could mess up and dull the blade too. Practice on old nippers. Get your wife a pair of nippers yet? She keeps stealing mine. We don't often build at the same time. She's working on a kit while I'm painting it or something usually, so. Okay, I'm gonna call time. Let's draw this number. Slather all over the outside of grilled cheese. Works like magic. Now I want a grilled cheese. Like a really good grilled cheese sandwich. Maybe Kate's listening, and that will be on the docket soon. Okay, so one number for this HG Gremory that we got left to give away. What's Mrs. Mecha working on? She's been working on, most recently, a GBN Gundam. It's like that funky RX-78 from Build Divers. She's planning on painting it. She's doing like paint prep. It's going to be her first fully painted, hopefully. Yeah, grilled cheese is way better than butter. With the grilled cheese with Dijon mustard on one side and black pepper. Now I'm getting hungry. All right, we got number 17. Let's see if we have a winner with number 17. Ooh, looks like we got 3-way tie here. Skyrider, RJM. Julia Serrano. And Ski 626. So I'm gonna get out a quote unquote 3-sided die here. I can't flip a coin for 3. I could flip 3 coins for 3. But that's complicated. You can flip 3 coins, and whichever coin is different than the other 2 in terms of heads and tails would be the winner, and each coin could be assigned to a person. Actually, let's do that. That would be interesting. Technically 2 coins for 3, but it's not statistically even with 3. So we can take all 3 coins here, right? So we got the 2020, 2021, and 2022. So Skyrider is the 2020, Julius is the 2021, and Ski is the 2022. I flip all 3 coins, whichever coin is different, because oh, but it gets complicated though, because if they all end up the same somehow, you got to reflip. With two, they have to call a combination of heads and or tails. It's complicated. So I could flip all three coins. If one coin is different than the other ones, you have a winner. If all three are heads or all three are tails, it'd be a reflip. I'm just going to do the die. This is too complicated. It sounded good in my head for a second until I thought it through. I'm going to do 1d3 because I think you can do that in a digital die. Oh, here we go. So we can roll a d6. I need Mecha Warehouse D6. So I'm going to roll a D6. If it's 1 or 2, it's Sky Rider. If it's 3 or 4, it's Julius. And if it's 5 or 6, it's Ski. Okay, so rolling the die. And we got a 6. So Ski 626 is the winner. Congratulations, Ski. You can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com with your shipping info, and we'll send that kit out this week. And I think that is it. We've got both kits given away. Congrats to our winners. Thank you to everybody who joined in and watched the stream tonight. Really appreciate it. Time to take the two losers out back and handle them. We'll be back at it, I think, next week. I don't think I got anything special going on next Saturday, right? Yeah, so next Saturday we should be back and continuing most of the way through the legs, halfway through the legs, something like that. We've got some wing binders and accessories and stuff to do as well. So we got at least one more stream of this, I think. And so see you then. Again, thanks for coming. Thanks for participating. Night all.